Hi, I'm James Lott Jr., the super organizer, and I'm here to talk to you. I have been getting so many questions, like literally recently for the last month, from I just got interviewed for a couple of places about being a man in the professional organizing industry that's mostly women. I've been getting the question asked several different ways, was it like being a man in business, mostly women? Is it hard being a man in the business where it's mostly women? And all kind of stuff. And I've got it so much that I decided, I was trying to figure out how do I want to respond? How do I, I got interviews for a couple places that's coming out, but I decided to do a general thing. So I'm not going to do a press release because I'm not that important. But I was like, do I want to do a blog post? No. Do I want to do an audio podcast? No. I said, I'm going to talk to you. Why would I want to deprive you of my handsome face? So here's the deal. I'm going to tell you definitively what, for me, in my experience, what it's been like to be a man in the organizing industry. Now, number one, I have never, ever, ever had a problem, ever, that I know of, about getting jobs as a man. And maybe there have been some people that's in their mind. Now, I may have not gotten jobs for other reasons. I remember one job I didn't get, this was like a couple of years ago, this guy interviewed me and somebody else and just told me point blank that he loved me and my energy, but I wasn't the right fit for him. And I really respected that. He's just like, no, you're good. I love your energy. I liked your pictures and everything, but this person over here, we just connected in a way that was more unique to him. And so I was like, got it. And that's I tell everybody, an organizer is like getting a dentist, a doctor, a plumber. You want to find the right fit, a therapist, whatever. You want to find the right fit. So that's the only time I got a few of those. Just like I just wasn't the right fit. But it was because I was a man, just for other things. I have gotten discrimination against for being black, and many of you know the story. It happened to me earlier this year with the client's husband. A boyfriend, I forgot what he was. Not that he's not important. But that was because of me being black. That I got a job and then they had to drop me. So there was that. But I'm looking back at my 10 years in this business. I've been in this 10 years, folks. 10 years. Going on 11, but 10. And to me, it has not been hard being a man in business. And that word being hard, those words, that's an interesting choice because we work independently. So I don't know firsthand if there are folks who saw me and said, no, he's a man, never mind. In my experience, it's been, this business is genderless. It's sexual orientationless. That's not even a word, but It's also almost ageless, and it is colorless. It's to be an organizer, you can be anything and be an organizer. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter. I don't think being a woman makes you a better organizer than a man, or being Asian makes you a better organizer than being white, or if you're older makes you, I don't know. I feel like if you're good at your job, you're good at your job. Just that simple to me. And I think for me, it's always been, I'm selling you on my personality. I'm selling you on James Lott Jr. super organizer. So if my personality fits for you, that's number one. Number two, do I do a good job? And for me, that's always number one as a professional organizer. It has nothing to do with anything else. So so for me, I don't think professional organizing is a woman's job or a man's job. It's just a human job that anybody can do, anybody can learn. And some people are just natural at it than others. Now, the other subject, I grew up with a lot of sisters and aunties and cousins and grandmas and everything. I love women in my life. I have daughters, I have a granddaughter. I love all that. I used to be a nurse 30 years ago, and when I was a nurse, it was mostly women. So I know what it feels like to work in an environment that's a majority women. And here's what's so funny, because I like using the word minority. I stopped using that word a long time ago because I'm not minor, and nobody's minor. Doesn't matter what you are. I just use that I am a person who's not in the majority or in the bigger picture. I'm just like a person who's just kind of, it's not many of us. And in this industry, I mean, the first book I read was Julie Morgenstern, so Organize Me Inside Out. I loved her approach. Many of the women in this industry, you guys know who you are. I love you. I mean, like more than life itself. And so I don't really have I don't even think about it. To tell you the truth, I'm a man. I really don't. I think, I think for other people it's a fascinating thing, but I just don't really think about my maleness. Because we're not really, I don't see us as competition, so I don't think about that in that way. And I'm very much of the village mentality that we all work together. So everybody's my colleagues, whether they're men or women, they're all my colleagues. So I don't really, and I can learn from you, and I can also teach to you, and I can also share with you. I mean, I don't really feel like, oh my God, I'm a guy, and these women are all in charge. I don't think that way. I don't feel intimidated. I don't feel less than. I don't feel angry. I don't feel threatened. I just never have. I just don't even, because we're not in that kind of business. I think it's just we're all kind of doing our thing. So there's no, like, I work in Hollywood, there's competition in Hollywood. That's a whole other story. But in this business, I don't really see it or anything. So I just doesn't, I love the women in this industry. They're so good. Now, I'll be very honest. Many of the men in this industry are not friendly to me, but that's another story. Also, okay, so client-wise, the only thing I've had to come across sometimes is, are you a handyman? Now, I know some organizers who are handymen. I'm not. James Lott Jr. can't put nothing together. I mean, I can try. I've done a few times, a few things. I'm not that good. Actually, the women in my family are way better than I am. So I'm a person who completely is like, I'm an organizer. I'm not a cleaner. I'm not a handyman. I'm an organizer. Now, many of the clients I've gotten have liked I'm a man. And in some cases, I've become like a surrogate son, son-in-law, nephew, in a joking way, boyfriend, spouse, in a way that I work with a lot of older people, and so they kind of like my male presence. That has been just kind of a added plus to our sessions, because they miss their children, or they miss their late husband or whatever, or a friend. And so when I come in, I kind of remind them a little bit of that. And that's been a plus. Not all of them, but just some of my clients over the years. That's been a great thing. They just like having a male presence around. But for the most part, I've worked with just about I worked with corporate, non-corporate, residential, business, older, younger. Being a male has not, in my knowledge, impeded me from getting jobs, keeping jobs, getting reoccurring jobs at all. And I think the main thing, as I end this thing I'm talking to you about, it starts with you. It all depends on your attitude how you carry yourself. So how you carry yourself in general, how you carry yourself as a business, how you carry yourself on the consultation, how you carry yourself during the session. I think that's the best thing. It's just that it's kind of, I walk in not as a man, I walk in as a professional organizer. And I walk in because I'm here to work with you to get something done and help affect change in your life. That's how I walk in. All the other stuff that I'm tall, that I'm black, that I'm also like, all these other things, I speak Spanish, like all these other things are all secondary to me. I'm a professional organizer. I'm here to help. I'm the super organizer, and I'm here to help. And that's kind of where I begin and end with everything. So being a man in this industry does not bother me. Being a man in this industry doesn't hurt me. Being a man in this industry doesn't anything. I don't have a problem with it. And so I'm James Lott Jr. You want to follow me, just because you're thinking, who is this guy? Anyway, I have the superorganizeruniverse.com is my 5-year-old blog. I'm James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms, everywhere in the world. You want to follow me in all the 20,000 things that I do. I'm a certified life coach, alotofhelp.com. You can go there, and it's Lott with 2 T's. I'm on social media everywhere under James Lott, under James Lott Jr. and also under Super Organizer. So I'm everywhere there too. And my show, the Super Organizer Show with James Lott Jr., almost 5 years old. I can't believe it. Where I talk to the most amazing people, including women, and everything. Now, if you're a man watching this and you're an organizer, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to connect with you if you want to so choose. I'm here. I'm open to talk and network and have fun and everything. And I'm here to support everybody. So thank you. And Super Organizer.